What's up, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be answering the question, is sobriety really as awesome and as wonderful as all sober people say it is? Okay, you've probably been looking at some videos, maybe talking to some people, and all sober people are always gushing about how awesome sobriety is. But you might be looking at their lives and being like, it doesn't seem that exciting to me. So, it's a good question to ask. Is sobriety really that awesome? And let me first off say, I'm going to give my answer here, and you can trust me because I have no reason to lie. This is my truth. I want to share it with you. I'm not trying to sell you a webinar or an online course or a t-shirt, none of that. I'm just giving you my truth because I've been where you've been, and I want to help everyone to get sober. So my answer to this question would be, when people ask me about sobriety, I say I appreciate sobriety because in my life now, the highs may not be as high, but the lows are not as low. The highs are not as high, but the lows are not as low. What I mean by that is when I was drinking, I had some incredibly crazy, new word. I had some crazy times, It was a combination of just my natural love of fun and partying and hanging out, and then when you combine that with a substance that, for at least for a little while, had me up. I had some great times, just wasted out of my mind, partying. You know how it is, fun times. Now that I'm sober, I do not reach those highs anymore. I will be honest. I have not, since I've been sober, had one of those mind-blowingly crazy fun times. Now, I still have fun times, but they're not on the same level. I mean, you just cannot compete with yourself and an outside substance. Now that it's just me having to rely just on myself and I'm sober, you can't compete with those highs. However, sobriety is definitely worth it because the lows are not as low. You know what I'm talking about. And it usually came on the back end of one of those incredible nights. The next morning was horrible. I felt like crap. I was sick. I didn't leave the house for 2 days because I was hungover. I did some dumb stuff I didn't want to do. Probably got in some type of trouble. The police were usually called. I drunk dialed somebody. I blacked it. All these things. I have a whole series of videos I'm doing on all the reasons I quit drinking. All these bad things would happen. So there were some very low times. You probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Some very low times when I just was disgusted with myself, disgusted with life. Why am I doing this? I don't have those lows like that anymore. So I may not have the crazy times, but I don't have the bad times. And I will take that. I kind of look at it like these were the highs, these were the lows when I was drinking. Now I kind of live in here. I have highs and lows within this area. Before I was within this area. Now I'm kind of within this area. So I still have highs and lows in life, but most of the time I'm kind of in the middle. And I'll take that. I will take that. Because the lows are what destroy your life. They're what drive people to things like suicide. They're what, it's in those moments when you're blacked out and you're hungover that you've killed so many brain cells. I don't want that in my life. And if it means I can't have some of those wild, crazy nights anymore, so be it. So for me, I've heard people say that, the highs are even higher now that they're sober. That's not true for me. Yes, you can be high on life. Yes, you can have great times and high times sober. Are they probably going to be the same that you're used to? No. And maybe that's part of it too. Maybe as someone who drinks, I'm used to high times on a certain level, in a certain environment. Because I don't do partying anything anymore. Because it would be the point. What would be the point of me partying now? I'm used to doing it on a certain level. I'm used to doing it up here. It wouldn't be the same doing it in here. So maybe for some people who possibly maybe they drank but maybe didn't party like that, maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's different. Maybe the highs are higher now that they're sober. But for me, highs aren't as high, but I'll take that because the lows are not as low. So for me, sobriety is a wonderful, awesome thing because I don't have any of those negative feelings. I'm not down and depressed and sick every Saturday and Sunday. I'm not pushing away friends on a regular basis. I'm not wrecking vehicles. I'm not winding up in jail. I'm not blacking out. I'm not, I'm eating properly. All those things. To get rid of them and to just be my normal self, there's some beauty in just being your normal self. If you're always either up here or down here, you don't really know who you are. I'm finding out so much about myself the longer I stay sober, because for so many years, I did not know who I really was because I always was either woo or bleh. You know what I mean? Now I'm just, Like I said, I still have some great times. It is different though. And for me, it would be lying to you to try to tell you that like you're gonna have the same amount of fun and things like that when you get sober. Now, once again, other people have different truths, but for me, I just wanted to say, yeah, some of that stuff you're gonna have to sacrifice. Some of that stuff, some of the wild craziness you may have to sacrifice. Some of the bliss you got from being drunk every night, you're gonna have to let go of, but it's definitely worth it. Sobriety is definitely worth it. It is a beautiful, awesome thing. I recommend it to everyone. If you're trying to get sober, don't know, where to start, what to do, lots of resources online. There's so many different ways. So many different people have gotten sober. And in so many different ways, they're trying to pass their knowledge down. Feel free to subscribe to this channel as well, because we talk about sobriety along with a bunch of other things. Not just sobriety, we talk about a lot of other things. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, or you can also, as a lot of people have been doing recently, which I feel so blessed, a lot of people hit me up on social media, talking sobriety, sharing their story. But if it's not this channel, find someone, something that helps you get sober. A lot of resources out there. # you can't quit. Okay, you can't quit, and this can be your year. This could be the month you start. Tomorrow could be the day that you will remember the rest of your life, because it's the day you quit. Anyway, I'm Tim. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.